a lion walked into the hospital carrying a baby. What happened next shocked everyone. The African savanna was drowning in rain. Torrents lashed the dry earth, turning red dust into rivers of mud. Lightning carved the skies above a modest clinic, nestled on the outskirts of a village near the Serengeti. The glowing solar-powered sign flickered above its entrance. St. Mary's Outreach Hospital, Humanitarian Aid Division. Inside, Amelia Carter, a seasoned nurse from Arizona on her third year volunteering in Africa, sat at the front desk, sipping bitter tea and rubbing her tired eyes. The night had been long. 2 malaria cases, a complicated birth, and a broken generator. She leaned back, hoping for a brief moment of calm. Then, the power-assisted doors hissed open with a soft chime. Amelia looked up casually, but froze. Standing in the threshold, soaked to the bone and haloed in stormlight, was a lion. A full-grown, golden-maned lion. His fur was matted with rain, his chest rising slowly. Time seemed to still. The nurses, a local midwife, and even the night guards stared, paralyzed with disbelief. But the lion didn't growl, didn't roar, didn't lunge. Instead, it held something, a bundle, carefully in its jaws. Amelia's mug slipped from her hands and shattered on the floor. Her heart pounded as she rose slowly. The lion's amber eyes locked onto hers with a strange focus. Then, with deliberate grace, the lion padded into the clinic, claws softly clicking on the tile, and placed the bundle down in the center of the lobby. Gasps erupted. The guard's hand hovered over his tranquilizer, but Amelia raised her hand. "No one move!" Kneeling, she reached for the drenched cloth. Her hands trembled as she peeled back the top layer. A baby, no more than a few days old. Pale, blue-lipped, barely breathing. "Pediatrics incubator now!" she shouted, her trauma training kicking in. A team rushed forward. Monitors were wheeled in. Oxygen was delivered. The baby was swept into care with clinical precision. But Amelia never took her eyes off the lion. He sat quietly, water dripping off his mane, his eyes following the infant as if making sure it would be okay. As if he understood. Dr. Marcus Green, the American physician in charge of the outreach program, appeared. "What in God's name, Amelia?" "The lion brought the baby," she stammered. "Just walked in, laid it down. It knew." Dr. Green stared at the retreating pediatric team, then at the beast. "We have to alert wildlife services." Amelia shook her head. "It saved a life. Tonight. Let it go." The lion stood, shook the rein from its back, and turned. It looked over its shoulder one last time at Amelia, then vanished into the night. The stunned silence was shattered when a nurse ran up clutching something. This was in the baby's blanket. A small gold locket, tarnished but elegant. Amelia opened it carefully. Inside, a photo. A woman smiling softly as she cradled a newborn. On the back of the locket, "For Anna. Protect him, no matter the cost." Amelia's heart raced. Who was Anna? And how could a lion, an apex predator, show such care and awareness? Part 2. The Man Who Knew the Lion. The storm passed by morning, leaving behind a world soaked in silence. The baby, now stable and warm in the neonatal unit, breathed steadily. Dr. Green gave a relieved nod. Dehydrated. Mild hypothermia. But no injuries. Whoever brought him saved him. Amelia still held the locket. Her thoughts were tangled, part awe, part confusion. She glanced back toward the clinic entrance, half hoping the lion would return. Then the intercom buzzed. "Security! To main entrance, situation unfolding." She rushed out. The road in front of the hospital was now crowded. Local villagers, a few international aid workers, and a pair of rangers. A man stood near the gate, soaked to the skin, his face raw with exhaustion. He clutched a photograph, and looked like he hadn't slept in days. "I'm looking for my son," he gasped. "My name is David. My wife, Anna. She died in the storm." He held out the photo. Amelia's breath caught. It matched the photo in the locket. Same woman, same baby. But this photo included David, his arm around Anna, beaming with pride. "She was all I had," he said, his voice breaking. "When our Jeep skidded off the road, I tried to go for help. When I got back, the baby was gone. I thought he was dead." Amelia reached into her pocket and showed him the locket. "Is this hers?" He nodded. Tears pouring freely now. "She gave it to me. Said if something happened, he'd be protected." David's hands trembled. "There was a lion. Anna called him Solomon. She grew up near a reserve, raised him from a cub, said he was special, that he'd know." "You're saying," Amelia asked slowly, "the lion knew to bring the baby here because of her?" "I didn't believe her," David whispered. "But now." Amelia guided him to the neonatal unit. The baby stirred as David approached, his tiny hand curling. David choked back a sob. "He looks just like her." Amelia smiled through her own tears. "Your wife's love, and that lion's loyalty, saved him." But deep in her heart, a question echoed louder than ever. Where had Solomon gone? As the sun rose, Amelia stepped outside into the fresh dawn. Across the fields, standing just past the hospital's edge in the golden grass, was Solomon. Their eyes met one last time. The lion's gaze was deep, not wild, but ancient and knowing. Then, with a low rumble, he turned and disappeared into the savannah. Amelia stood there for a long moment, locket in hand, overwhelmed by a peace she couldn't explain. Some stories, she thought, defy logic. Some are stitched together by love, stronger than instinct, and by bonds that reach beyond life and death. And in the heart of Africa's wild, one lion had proven that. Some guardians walk on four legs. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to give it a like. It helps more people discover the unbelievable bond between humans and the wild. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful, real-life stories that remind us just how mysterious and beautiful nature can be. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell us, what do you think truly connected the lion to that baby? Was it fate? Was it love? Share this video with someone who believes animals can feel and protect just like we do. And remember, sometimes the most heroic hearts come wrapped in fur, not armor. Thanks for watching.